Hey everybody, Playtender Guy here, and I'm back with a brand new Blu-ray and DVD video. A couple of weeks ago, I had a bombardment of parcels from Signature Entertainment, and they've sent me pretty much their entire autumn catalogue of releases from the looks of it, with four Blu-rays and four DVDs to get through. I've got some really cool titles to show you today. So without further ado, let's get into it. So yeah, a few weeks ago, parcels galore were coming through the letterbox, and I was wondering what the heck they were. And they were all from Signature Entertainment. So they've sent me a load of films to talk about on the channel. So first up, we have a film starring Kate Mara and Lawrence Fishburne, and it's called The Astronaut. And it's from the producers of A Quiet Place and The Purge. After returning from her first space mission, astronaut Sam Walker is placed under NASA care at a high security house for rehabilitation and medical testing. However, when disturbing occurrences begin happening around the property, she fears that something extraterrestrial has followed her back to Earth. Yeah, it's quite nice to see Kate Mara in something because I haven't actually seen her in anything, um, probably since House of Cards. She was also in that Fan Full Stick as well, but I don't really see her in much anything now. But she's a pretty good actress, so it's nice to see her in this. And Lawrence Fishburne is always serviceable. He's a very good actor, one of the finest actors out there, so it's great to see him in it. Also stars the guy who plays Joel's brother in The Last of Us. I think he's called Gabriel Luna, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so overall, the film was pretty entertaining. It was a serviceable sci-fi thriller. Unfortunately, its story didn't really amount to much and the payoff wasn't really there, but the acting on show was pretty good. The special effects were so-so, and thankfully it wasn't too long of a film. It was only 80 minutes or 85 minutes and it flew by quite quickly. But yeah, you got artwork on the disc as well. Unfortunately, no special features whatsoever, but that is The Astronaut. Next up, we have a film starring Linda Hamilton, and it's another sci-fi film, and it's called Osiris. Yeah, never heard of this film until it came through my front door. A team of special forces commandos wake up on an alien spacecraft with no memory of how they arrived and quickly discover they are being hunted by a merciless alien race. So yeah, so for not knowing much about this film and going into it, I had a good time with it. I thought it was a really quite enjoyable sci-fi action film with little lashings of Predator and Alien in it. The creature design was pretty cool and the action was great. It's again probably a little bit too long it was because it was nearing 2 hours and kind of was paced out just a little bit too long, but I thought it was an entertaining watch. Definitely feels like something that you could stick on a Saturday night and sit back and relax and turn your brain off. It's a daft fun sci-fi film and it's nice to see Linda Hamilton in it as well. So yeah, that is Osiris, and there's your artwork on the disc, and again, unfortunately, no special features. And all these films are available now to buy from all good physical media stockists like HMV and Amazon. So next up is a film starring Saturday Night Live star Pete Davidson. Yes, he's getting into horror now. And this is a film from the creator of The Purge and the producer of Halloween. It's called The Home. Evil never gets old. I suppose it's better than Evil Dies Tonight. So yeah, Pete Davidson isn't somebody that I would automatically gel to when it comes to movies. I'm not really huge on him either way. But this one is from the twisted mind behind The Purge and the producer of Halloween, when Max, played by Pete Davidson, a cocky young rebel, is sentenced to community service in a sleepy retirement home. He thinks he's landed an easy gig. But there's something seriously wrong on the fourth floor, a place that the staff say is off limits and the residents whisper about in fear. As Max starts asking questions, he stumbles onto a terrifying secret, one that could cost him and everyone around it their lives. Ooh. Yeah, on the back of it, ooh, bit of eye trauma, making me feel a bit sick just reading it. Oh, it is on the front cover as well. But yeah, this one was actually surprisingly pretty decent. Pete Davidson wasn't too bad in this. Every time I see him, I really do think he's annoying, but I think he's pretty serviceable enough here. And this is a pretty cliche and as it comes horror film. But there is some fun moments to be had, some creepy tension, and some pretty good gore in it. The only real issue here is probably the pace in the first bit of the film is quite slow, but once it gets to the end, it really does ramp up quite a bit and it gets really over the top, kind of funny in the way, and it kind of pays off the film quite well. It is entertaining and it is well worth giving it a watch if you see it on streaming or if you pick up this lovely Blu-ray. It's only 95 minutes long, and even at 95 minutes it kind of does feel like it drags in the bit of it at the start and in the middle, but it does pay off in the end with a really cool finale. So that is The Home. And again, no special features on here, but you do get artwork on the disc. Don't think you get no special features on any of the films shown in this video. So next one is a film by Kia Roach Turner, and it's called Beast of War. In 1942, a packed Australian warship is torn apart by a devastating Japanese airstrike, leaving a handful of survivors stranded on a makeshift raft in the vast Timor Sea. Among them are Leo, an indigenous soldier haunted by a tragic past, and Will, a wide-eyed 17-year-old desperate to prove himself. As scorching sun, hunger, and fear push the men to their limits, a new terror emerges from the depths. A relentless giant white shark, drawn by blood, begins to stalk them. One by one, the survivors are dragged beneath the waves. With no weapons, no rescue in sight, and no place to hide, explosive action, primal terror, and raw emotion collide in this harrowing survival thriller. Beast of War is a battle not just for survival but for redemption. And you know what? This might actually be my favourite film of the bunch that they sent me. I wasn't really knowing what to expect with this, especially with like shark films. All shark films are very hit and miss. Obviously, they all try to be Jaws, and nothing ever beats them. Especially like with Jaws, everything obviously gets compared to Jaws, but there are some really good shark films out there, such as Deep Blue Sea and The Shallows. But The Beast of War is actually really quite entertaining. The whole World War II aspect of it with the characters is interesting enough, and then you add in the shark as well, and it makes for a very entertaining time. The characters here are all likeable, and they're all quite in depth as well, surprisingly, especially for this sort of movie. And when the shark comes and shit hits the fan, it is really entertaining and edgy your seat stuff. And the film is also pretty damn short. It's only like 80 minutes, and this one completely flew by. There's a shark films are definitely to a penny, but this one is actually really entertaining. So yeah, that's The Beast of War. And this one has artwork on the disc, which is great to see. So yeah, that's The Beast of War. Next up, these are all DVDs, and these are all available now from all good physical media stockists. Become a Man, London Calling. Yep. Starring Jeremy Ray Taylor, Aidan Gillen. Yeah, I think Aidan Gillen was in Game of Thrones. But to be honest, this chap here, if you're of a certain age like me, he kind of reminds me of The Raven. Yes, a kids game show from the late 90s, early 2000s. When hitman Tommy Ward accidentally kills the cousin of London's top crime boss, he goes into hiding in LA. To earn his way home, he strikes a deal, turn his boss's awkward teenage son into a man in exchange for a safe passage. But when the kid tags along on Tommy's latest hit, a simple job turns into a wild ride of shootouts, car chases, and total chaos. So this one's 110 minutes. So yeah, inside you do get artwork on the disc, which is great to see. But like everything else, again, no special features and no Blu-ray release. So that's London's Calling, or London Calling. Next up is a western starring Guy Pearce and Bill Pullman, and it's called Devil in the Dust. No faith, no mercy. Arizona in 1859, a hardened frontier doctor, played by Guy Pearce, is hired to escort a determined woman and former slave on a 4-day ride across the lawless West. Her mission: reach her daughter before a mysterious force consumes her completely. What begins as a simple escort turns deadly, as strange encounters, unexplained phenomena, and violent pursuers close in, also starring Bill Pullman. So yeah, this one's 104 minutes. So yeah, let's have a look inside, and you do get artwork on the disc, which is great to see. And this one's 104 minutes. So that's Devil in the Dust. Next one is One Name, Two World Champions, Hill. One Name, Two World Champions. In 1996, Damon Hill claimed the Formula One World Championship. In doing so, he cemented his place in motorsport history. Following in the footsteps of his legendary father, Graham Hill, this is a unique family story set against the backdrop of the fastest sport in the world, how Damon Hill defied the odds and overcame tragedy to step out of his father's shadow and become the racing legend in his own right. This one's 86 minutes as well. So yeah, and that's Hill. And this one's pretty short at only 86 minutes. And inside, you do get your artwork on the disc. And again, no Blu-ray for this one, but this is available now from all good physical media stockers. So yeah, that is Hill. And the final one is a film starring Michelle Dockery, and this is a horror film directed by Steven Spielberg's daughter. And you know what they say, please don't feed the children. Yeah. This creepy post-apocalyptic horror from Steven Spielberg's daughter will leave a shiver down your spine. After a viral outbreak rages the country's adult population, a group of orphans make their way south in search of new life, only to find themselves at the mercy of a deranged woman harbouring a dangerous secret. That woman is Michelle Dockery. So yeah, this one is directed by Destry Allen Spielberg, Steven Spielberg's daughter. This is her directorial debut, I think. Yeah, it is. It says there. And I did watch this one, and it was all right. It was all right. I think Michelle Dockery does a lot of heavy lifting here. She is a very good actress. She's very talented. She was in Downton Abbey. She's been in a few other things. She was also in that Mel Gibson film earlier this year, and she was good in that one as well. She is a very good actress, very good character actress, so whenever you see her in the role, you know that she's always given it her role. And the story here is interesting enough, but the pacing isn't great, and the whole plot and plot twists here kind of don't feel that great. But thankfully the film is pretty short. There's some pretty dark moments in this, but it's definitely worth watching for Michelle Dockery alone. So that is Please Don't Feed the Children, and you do get artwork on the disc. So yeah, and again, available now from all good physical media stockists. So yeah, that's everything that I've had delivered courtesy of Signature Entertainment. So thank you ever so much, Signature Entertainment, for sending over all these films to check out and talk about on the channel. So for a recap, Please Don't Feed the Children, Hill, Devil in the Dust, London Calling, Beast of War, The Home, Osiris, and The Astronaut. And yeah, they're available now from all good physical media stockers, so be sure to check them out in your local H&V or have a look on Amazon. So yeah, thanks ever so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. You stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.